Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. We are just waiting on Jenny. She said she should not be long, so I figured I would go ahead and get things started. But I cannot tell if we are live yet. I mean, it says we're live, but I can't tell if you can hear me yet, is what I should say. Yep, okay. I am officially on. All right. Okay, so. Okay, hello, Sandra. Hello, Bob. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Ureli. How are you? Hello, Leah. How are you? I think you are new here. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. So, I am still working on my beast. Hello, Butter. Girl, it's 7 degrees here and the power has been out for 3 hours. Ooh, I'm sorry. Whoa, that's crazy. Hello, Gail. Hello. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Rowan? Roan? Let me know how to pronounce your name so I don't mess it up. Hello. Hello, Maritza. How are you? I'm so excited for your live tonight. Joan. Okay, so it's Joan. Okay, Roan like Joan. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming. I think you're new as well. Thanks for coming in. I am so excited for Maritza's live tonight. So if you did not know, Maritza is going live tonight. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I took the day off of work tomorrow, and girl, I am ready for all of whatever it is that you give me tonight. Okay, super excited about that. Let's see. Still waiting on Jenny. She said she's going to be just a few minutes late, so I don't want to get started talking about the show yet. So why don't you tell me what you guys are working on? I know some of you are working. I know some of you are working and lurking, and some of you are like legit working your job and lurking. And if Grace pops in, she should be sleeping. I know. I'm so excited, Maritza. I'm so excited. You are somebody that should have had a live all along, because you make me crack up. Even like just in our text messages, like when I was talking to you yesterday and you sent me that voice memo, I was cackling for like at least 20 minutes after. So what are you guys working on? I am still chugging along on my beast. I have hit the halfway point though, so I'm doing pretty well, I think, anyway. And I am finishing up doing my nails really quick. You're putting laundry away. You didn't have to go into work today because of the snow. Awesome. I cleaned my whole house today, guys. Well, not my room. And I didn't do laundry. But, like, I cleaned the shower. Like, I cleaned the shower, okay? Like bleach in my lungs cleaned the shower, okay? I am killing it. Oh. We got Jenny. Hold on. Let me add her real quick. Add to stream. Okay, you should be here with me now.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm here, finally. Oh my God. Worst Monday ever.
No, that's not true. It's not the worst Monday ever. It could be worse. Remember that time that we were both late?
Oh, God. I do have coffee. I heard you say you were burning your bleach out, or you're burning your lungs out with bleach.
Dude, I scrubbed my shower. My whole house got chemicalized today.
Oh, God. So you really did legit stick to your plan.
Yeah, I did. I mean, my room's not done and my laundry isn't done, but I took the day off tomorrow, so I really did stick to my plan. Even though, like, I saw you text me last night, and I was like, oh, I should get up, but I was trying to fall back asleep. Girl, I ended up staying up until almost 3 o'clock in the morning doing research. We'll talk about that one later, but
Oh, my Lord.
I have some thoughts about many, many things, which I will share with you a little bit later. But Yeah. So we got quite a few people in chat.
Yay.
So you are working on your Palantine piece.
Yes, I actually finished. You're going to be shocked. I finished my Psalm 8 last night.
Woo!
Minus a few drills that I'm waiting to come in the mail. But
Right, right.
literally, that's like 7 drills.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'm done.
Awesome. Killing it. Yes. I'm a bit over halfway on the beast. So I'm right at the halfway point, but I've already laid down my most of my 310. So
That's cool.
yeah, so I'm pretty much at least for this section, I've laid down most of my 310. So I'm pretty much almost halfway. So let's see. So did you finish How to Get Away with Murder? And when did you finish?
Oh my God. I finished Saturday night.
Okay. Did you cry a little bit or did you feel like crying a little bit?
I felt like crying a little bit, but I did not actually cry.
Same.
But I'm just going to be honest and say that I felt like crying when Asher died.
Yeah.
I was
I knew
devastated.
that one would be a tough one for you.
Yes, it was.
I feel like the way it ended was like, it was a nice way to tie things up.
Right.
But, and oh my gosh, when Wes, I mean, of course it wasn't Wes, it was his son, but like when Wes, the actor who played Wes came back.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they kind of showed him earlier, like in a little split second, and I was like, wait a minute, is he really not dead?
I told you, I was wrong, but I was right. I knew he was not done.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So, does anybody have anything they want to say before we jump into the recap? Does anybody have anything they want to say and sort of like, I knew this was going to happen, or I wish this would have happened before we hop into the replay? Because I have some thoughts, y'all. I have so many thoughts. What was your favorite part, or what was the part that you were like, I knew it, or whatever?
Oh goodness. I really thought she faked her death.
I did too. And like we were always sort of counting back from, let's see, I did cry, but I was also very emotional because I had bleach in my lungs and in my eyes. So yeah, I cried.
Oh, did you finish it today?
Yeah, I finished it today. I was like getting ready to, I did a lot of research last night. So I sort of typed a whole bunch of stuff up for something else. And then I was cleaning while I was doing that. And then I started doing other things like washing dishes and more stuff. And I started watching that for the very, very end of it. And yeah, so many things I have to say. I feel like it wrapped up really well, but like also, did we have to lose Frank? I mean, yeah, I'm whatever about Bonnie, but did we have to lose Frank?
Yeah, I know. I was like, that really, 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 really hurt.
Yes.
And how about that, him being like a child of, like, I don't even know the word, you know?
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, of Sam and, I almost said Lila, but it's Hannah. Hannah is his sister.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was weird and creepy and kind of, ugh, but.
Makes a lot of sense. And they did like, here's the thing. It wasn't one of those things that they were like, oh, we'll throw this in at the end to get people guessing. They laid the groundwork really well for that the whole time.
Right.
So it wasn't necessarily like a complete shock, but you also didn't see it coming. It wasn't one of those things that was so far out of left field. They were like, yeah, okay, you added that last second just for views or whatever, you know?
Right.
Just for the sake of the drama. The groundwork was pre-laid, so I will say that was good. Let's see. Frank was Sam's son. Yes, Frank was Sam's son and also Hannah's son. So Frank was a product of brother and sister love. But that makes a lot of sense, like why Frank is sort of the way he is. And like why Sam was sort of the way he was.
Right.
So, like if you think about it, because he was sort of abused by his sister. And so that's why he worked so hard to try and help those that were abused by someone in their family. Like, for example, Annalise, like Bonnie.
Right.
So it made a lot of sense. Yes, exactly, Gail, yes. So that was crazy to me, completely wild. But, I mean, you know, the groundwork was laid, so I accepted it.
You remember the part where Frank told Gabriel that he killed his sibling?
Yep.
When he was talking about Lila being pregnant with Sam's baby?
Yeah.
But when you look back, not only did Frank kill his own sibling with Lila,
he also was responsible for the car accident. Yeah.
Right.
Which is probably why it led him to such drastic measures as shoot. But I'm not even going to lie. The governor deserved it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, like, whenever Frank was leaving Bonnie's house and he was basically telling her, why did you should not have never put this on me, you know?
Right.
And he's right. I mean,
no one can emotionally handle that.
No.
Why didn't I read your comment out loud? Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Wow, I'm so glad we didn't get any again. What do you mean? Any what? Which part? You're off for President's Day. You said hi to Anna. You said bye to Ureli. So glad we didn't get any. Oh, get any snow again? You said hi to Jenny. Ureli, how much did you get? I'm off today for President's Day. Thank you. Deborah, I can't wait. What part didn't I read out loud? Go lower. What part? Oh, am I in live chat? I'm in live chat. What part? What did I miss? Anna? The part where you said hi to Anna? I don't know what's happening.
Who are you talking to? I can't see comments, so.
Oh, Maritza says, Abby, why didn't you read my comment out loud? And I was trying to figure out which comment I didn't read. I don't know what's happening. After. Okay, after what? After. Just retype the comment. I'm very confused. Let me scroll back up to the top. Hello. I am great. I don't know what's happening. Someone help. But, yeah. I mean, I wish that she hadn't done that because I really feel like Frank didn't deserve that.
Right.
100% Frank did not deserve that.
No, not at all. It was just, oh God, just like gut wrenching. And then Annalise's reaction to Bonnie being shot was what got me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough. But I did a happy sad because I liked the ending where Wes / Christoph / Christopher came back. I'm in a silly mode, don't mind me. Okay. But yeah, I was doing a happy sad at that one. That one made me happy sad. So I didn't care for Bonnie all that much throughout the entirety of the thing.
Right.
I mean, I didn't hate her, but she wasn't my favorite, like, at all. I mean, I wouldn't have been happy I wasn't happy when she died, but I was more upset by Frank. And then, she's doing the whole thing. She don't even realize she got shot.
Right, I know. Because she's so, upset about Frank and trying to take care of him to even realize she had been shot.
Right. I want to go back and rewatch that scene because I didn't see her get shot at all. But I might have also been like...
I rewound it and looked too, but I didn't see it.
Okay. So we're not even meant to know until Annalise finds out.
Right, pretty much.
And we're just sort of led to... Yeah, I didn't like Bonnie either all that much. We're just sort of led to believe that the blood all over her is Frank's.
Right.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I totally did. I went right back and looked. I was like, did it show her get shot? And then I rewound it, but no. Nope.
Yep. So I was kind of sad when it was over. Like, aside from the fact that we lost two main characters, I was sad because it's over.
Right.
And this was a good one too.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, not that Dexter wasn't, but...
Right. But man, there were so many like gut-wrenching parts in the whole show,
I know. Yeah. And like the thing that makes this one more difficult to have end than Dexter is because the whole time we were watching Dexter in the last season, we knew it wasn't the last season. So it wasn't as difficult to say goodbye to... I mean, I was still sad when Deb died from Dexter, but it wasn't as difficult to say goodbye to that show because we knew there was one more season.
Right.
But this one, I definitely feel like I'm going to have a hangover from this one. So definitely for sure sad about that one ending. It was a good pick though. I'm looking forward to Good Girls though. But it was a good pick.
Yeah, I will say Good Girls, even though there is murder and such, it's kind of more
comedy.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's also not funny. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like seriousness in it, don't get me wrong, but there's also parts where you're going to laugh your head off. You know what I mean? And
I think that's good. I think that we probably need that after the severity of this past show.
Right.
So that's good. And I was just like, when Mama was there and she was like, did my baby get shot? I was like, oh Lord, because I felt like they were all kind of leading up to that moment because that's how the season began. So I was like, yep, Annalise is gonna die, and I had accepted it. Especially since they chose a younger picture, which I don't know if that's like normal practice for funeral homes to choose, or for family members to choose a younger picture.
Yeah, that's what threw me off, I think, too, was because it was a current photo.
Right.
Well, I mean, current to us, not current to them, but... And then I was like, okay, are they all faking it? Like, is, like, Laurel, like, faking looking 100 years old? And then...
Right.
And
exactly.
then, there's Connor who pops up, and Oliver, and...
I was convinced that... Okay, so at first, I was convinced that Annalise was dead. Like, currently dead. Not, like, in the future dead. So I was convinced that she was dead. And then we saw... Wes, and I was like, okay, so these are the ghosts from her past coming to pay homage to her.
Right.
And
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, so it kind of threw me off, and then that's when I saw that they were all old and everything, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I for sure thought Frank was going to come around the corner and Bonnie was going to come around the corner any second.
Yeah.
And then at first I was like, okay, so, you know, before I decided that it was a ghost paying homage, I decided that once again, Wes had faked his own death because I was convinced about that the whole time.
Right.
So I was convinced that that is what occurred. And then, like, Laurel was faking being old, like you said. But it ended
Well,
really
not necessarily that she was faking being old, but like trying to like
blend in.
like she was in the witness protection program or something. You know what I mean?
Right. But she still wanted to attend the funeral, so she came
Right.
as an old person.
Right.
And like, I don't know what's going on with Michaela, but Michaela was being sworn into something.
Yeah, I think she finally probably made like judge or something because she had the black robe on and all of that. But did anybody else kind of get the feeling like whenever they brought up the whole like brother sister love thing between Sam and Hannah, was it not kind of like, I'm thinking, okay, as soon as I saw Annalise bend over and get that Band-Aid out of the trash can, I knew it was Frank.
Right.
That they were going to be looking at because he was the one that she said quit bleeding all over the place, and he picked his Band-Aid up and threw it in the trash can. Well, then I'm thinking, because they like instantly go to him and Bonnie, and I kind of felt like they were making it like
teasing us like it was Bonnie.
Well, I was like thinking that maybe they were twins, Frank and Bonnie. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I can see that.
And like that would have been why Sam got so mad, because he found them in the basement. You know what I mean?
Right. But then I was kind of like, I was sort of, it was kind of a blindside to me that it would be Frank, because he was so angry at Frank the whole time.
Right.
And like, we don't even know. Did he know? Like, I don't remember finding out if Sam knew who Frank was. Because I feel like he knew, but I don't think it was ever confirmed. Gail says they all went to her funeral and Christopher called her his mentor, so she must have been in his life. Yes.
Wasn't it cool though that at the end, whenever Wes's son comes into the classroom, he's got this like French sort of, was it French or Spanish?
I think it was Spanish.
Okay.
But he had the accent, so you could tell that, like, you kind of got another distinguishing thing. Like, aside from the fact that the rest of them were old, well, he wasn't. You got another sort of distinguishing thing, because they did use the same actor for both Wes and Christopher towards the end. So it was just kind of another added, like, yes, it's the same person, but it's not. And here's an accent to prove it.
Right. Exactly.
I was very like, when Wes walked up or Christopher walked up, I was like, I knew it. And then he started talking in Spanish, and I was like, I'm not sure that he knew Spanish. And then I was like, I was wrong. I think it was a really good sort of ending to it, aside from the two deaths. I think that wrapped it up a lot better than Dexter did.
Right.
For sure.
It did. It wrapped it up, like you said, in a nice little package.
It took care of all the loose ends completely. And was anybody else like crying when Connor was like, I don't love you, Oliver? I was like,
oh God,
no.
yes. Oh, that made me so sad. And then at the end, whenever you see Connor and then she looks again and then you kind of see Oliver pop his head forward, you're like, oh, thank God.
I know. I loved them together so much. I loved them. They were my favorite couple throughout the entire show. Of course, at the same time, they're the only ones that actually made it.
Right.
So it's not like I had very good choices, but they would have been my favorite regardless. I did like Asher and Michaela's relationship. Did we find out who Michaela ended up with? No, right?
No, I don't think she actually chose anybody. I think she chose herself in her career.
Right. But there was 2 little girls there, so I was wondering if like maybe I missed something and there was a guy back there.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that part.
Yeah, there was 2 little girls, so I was wondering if maybe we saw anything. But the other thing was that I also wanted to touch on. Sam had like 500 kids, dude.
I know, right?
Sam had the original child, which was Frank, and then he had a child with I can't remember her name, but it started with a V. His ex-wife, which was Gabriel.
Oh,
then,
Vivian.
And then Vivian, and then he had a baby with or got Annalise pregnant, and then of course we lost that child, and then of course we had the baby with Lila. So he had a total of 4 kids, and none of them would have known that they were siblings at all.
Right.
So, I mean, talk about doing your dirt and keeping it quiet. Like, I wouldn't. And the thing is that because they were all so separate, they wouldn't have sort of interacted at all.
Right.
But the thing that didn't get explained to me that I wish would have was, so Frank has that really good family life. Well, he did attempt to kill his father early on in his life, but he had that whole really good family life. He brought Laurel home to meet all of them, was trying to bring Bonnie home before. And then what happened? Like, how did he get there? Like, from Frank, was Frank adopted? I mean, clearly Frank is not Italian.
Right.
You know, is not, well, I mean, he could be still, but he's not as Italian as, we thought. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say he was probably adopted and who knows? I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if Sam and Hannah's mom and dad actually knew that she was pregnant with Sam's baby, or if she lied and was like, no, it was so and so. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. So I just wish that the whole Frank's lineage would have gotten explained just a tiny bit better.
Right.
Because once we're left with the bombshell, that was the end of the discussion of Frank's parents and Frank's, lineage and everything. So, and I wish we would have gotten just a little bit more of that. But I think overall, I mean, I don't know. I do still wish it would have sort of tied up a little better, but I don't know. As far as him, as far as he goes, everything else tied up perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't crazy about the ending, but they did do a nice job of tying it all together, but I still wasn't crazy about the ending. I don't know how I would have rather it ended. I think that I would have much rather it ended without Frank dying.
Yeah. But then what do you do? How do you live with that? I think that for me, okay, so as you know, I watch my Criminal Minds daily, and one thing that they talk about all the time, trigger warning for self-harm and all that, but one of the things that they talk about all the time when you're sort of sociopath, which it's alluded that Frank is a sociopath many times. One of the things that they comment on quite a bit is that the only way for a sociopath to go out is to sort of suicide by cop. And I think that is sort of how Frank went. I think that Frank was not going to be able to live with himself knowing what he knew. So I don't really think that there was any other way to handle Frank going forward. Like, there was no happy ending for Frank. Once you find out that your parents were siblings, I mean, he said it best. That Bonnie should have put a bullet in his head. And, like, I mean, maybe that's extreme, but that's really how he felt.
Right.
And I don't, I mean, for me personally, I can't imagine, like, I don't have to, but like, I can't imagine knowing that and continuing to go on as if nothing happened. Because the thing is that you have to worry about your own lineage, whether you ended up messed up mentally from it or not, because that's a, you know, that's a symptom, or not a symptom, a side effect, or whatever you want to call it, of incest, is, you know, mental instability. Like, you had the Mad King and stuff like that. So, and he's alluded to being a sociopath many, many times throughout the show. So, you know, you have to worry about the next generation. So I'm sort of glad that Frank wasn't the father of Laurel's baby, because
Right.
you do have to worry, you know, going further down the gene line, because even if, you know, once you're sort of inbred, you can inbred, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, it's still going to be there. Like, you can vary your gene pool as much as you want, but bottom line, there's still incest in your past, so therefore it's still in your gene pool.
Right.
So I don't think that I do wish Frank would not have died, but I don't think that there was a good way to handle Frank's future, like the way unless it was Frank's funeral, you know, unless it was Frank's death and Annalise was crying at the thing along with Laurel and the rest of them. That would really have been the only way to have handled it. I don't think there was a happy ending for him.
No, you're right. You're totally right. I 100% agree. I don't think that he could have lived with himself, and I think that he knew that he was going to die when he did what he did. I think he knew he was going to get shot and killed.
Right.
And that's
And this way
probably
he didn't
why
have to
he
do
did it. But at the
Yep.
same time, he did what he felt like by killing the governor. He was like fixing a problem and
The last
making
problem.
his death count, you know, for
Right.
something.
The last problem. And I think that
Yeah, because he was a problem solver. That's what he did, you know.
yeah, call him what you want, but he did solve the problems. So
I'll call him what I want. I think he's hot.
yeah, I know, right? Oh my goodness. I do think that. But then it's like finding that out. You're like, ooh, well, you know, but then it's like, well, he still do look good. But he doesn't look anything like, I think that, okay, so I think that if he had ended up being raised by Sam and Hannah, which obviously, thank God he wasn't, but if he had been raised by them, he wouldn't have probably looked the way he did. You know what I mean? Like the beard and the accent and all that. So I think that probably would have taken away from his physical delightfulness.
Delightfulness. Yeah.
Yeah.
His beautifulness.
I know. Oh my goodness. So I definitely think that it does suck that he ended up taking out Bonnie with him inadvertently. But I mean, if the two of them were going to go, it's best that they went together, because they kind of started their whole, they started this, they might as well finish it together.
Right, right.
Even though I didn't really see all that much in Bonnie for Frank. I mean, you know, to each their own. I would have rather Frank had, you know, not been a product of brother and sister love and had been with me instead. But,
Right.
you know, can't have everything. So
I mean, I would like to go home and meet his mom and have ziti, you know.
Mm-hmm. His parents seemed nice. Well, his adopted parents anyway. His biological parents sucked. Yeah, Gail says they said their parents were never there. Yeah, so I wonder, like, that's a good point. With their parents never having been there, going back to what Jenni said a little bit with the, did they know that they were, like, because, I mean, you would think that, because she was in college, is that right? She was in college when she was pregnant, so it was either college or high school. I can't remember which one, but you would think that if your child stopped going to school for how many ever months, you would kind of notice that, hey, like, her belly is growing, you know, but with her parents not being there, I mean, who paid the medical bills? You know, she had to have the baby somewhere. She had to have gone to the hospital. So they had to have known at least that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I think. I kind of feel like they knew she was pregnant, But, and maybe they did know. I mean, maybe they like caught them in the act or something and
Yeah.
knew that it was his baby, and
that's why they
did the adoption. But I mean, at the same time, if they were those kind of parents, then I could totally imagine them like forcing her to have an abortion, you know?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I don't, yeah, for that reason alone, I don't know that they knew that it was his, but I don't know. That's I don't know. It was a wild ride for sure. This last season, but the show in general, like I think that it was only fitting that Annalise represent herself, because I know she sort of fired what's her face, Tegan.
Yeah.
But I think it was only fitting that she represented herself in the last stand.
I think so too, because she said time after time after time that she was the best lawyer she knew, you know?
Right. Right. I mean, she was definitely, I mean, I know that she's like a fictional character and everything, but she was definitely a boss in the courtroom for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She handled business and then went home. She was, but you know what? At the end of the day, all of the people who were in that show had some sort of purpose. Annalise was like a sick, wicked mastermind. Frank was a problem solver. And, you know, I'm not really sure what Bonnie's purpose was, but I'm sure she had one.
Bonnie was like the buffer.
Yeah, but she wasn't really a good buffer.
Huh?
She wasn't really a good buffer.
No.
She killed Rebecca. And, you know, I mean, I'm just, you know, I don't really like Bonnie at all. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, I'm not going to give her any credit, because there's not really any, in my opinion, to give her. Like, she did stuff, but compared to everyone else, comparatively, she was there. And her part that the character or that the actress played was vital. But as far as Frank and Annalise, they had more of a physical, like, purpose, in my opinion. And like, even each of the students had more of a purpose than Bonnie. I mean, Bonnie really sort of worked against them for part of the show.
Right.
Let's see. Maritza says, what is the next show you guys are going to watch? We're going to watch Good Girls. Did we decide if we were taking a break? I don't think we ever decided if we were taking a break.
No, and we were supposed to be adults and decide amongst ourselves this week, and we did not do that. So,
yeah. But we were on the phone every night, though, so we really suck.
I know, right? And you know what? We talked about everything but television.
Yep. But I think we I think we were leaning more towards taking a break, just so that, you know, it sort of gives everyone a chance to watch something else. And then, of course, you know, not get really sick of us, seeing us on your screens every week. But
I'm good with taking a break.
Maritza, have you just watched every single show?
She's already seen it.
Yeah, she's seen that one, and she also saw Dexter, and she's seen this one. So it's like, do you have any recommendations for TV shows that you haven't watched for next time? Like, is there one that you haven't seen that you want to watch with us? Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I think that we will probably do, I think we should do a break, and this works out perfectly because we'll be starting a brand new, is that right? A brand new month. Yes. So March 1st will be our next Murderous Monday. Is that right? So if we take a 2-week break, it's really like taking a week off, because we have to start watching the show the week before.
Right.
So we are off all week this week. And on the 22nd, we will start watching for the 1st. Yeah, so that's perfect. That works out perfectly. So our new show will start on March 1st. Or our new, we'll recap our new show on March 1st. Does that sound good to everyone in chat and everything? Jenny, does that sound good to you?
Sounds good to me.
Ozark. Okay, I started Ozark, but haven't seen the last season that came out. Okay, well, if you want us to watch it, like, don't watch it anymore. Watch it with us.
But is there death in it? Is
Yeah.
people
Oh,
being
yeah.
murdered?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need murder. We need murder. Rectify. Ooh, hello, Chantel. How are you? Chantel says rectify. Where is that at? Is that a murdery show? Can you give us, like, what's it about? Tell us the things. We're definitely going to watch Good Girls. So Good Girls is definitely our first recap for Good Girls. Will definitely be happening on March 1st. What are you supposed to do next Monday? Prepare for your next live because she's going live tonight. I'm so excited. I'm going to get
I know. I'm about to pee my pants.
I know. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Can you, okay. She said Ozark has lots of murder.
Cool.
Lots of murder. It's a murder show. Yes, it's on Netflix. Okay, so Rectify is also a murder show. So we'll do, we'll add Ozark and Rectify to the list. I want you guys to cover Game of Thrones. I've already seen it, and I have no intent to force Jenny to watch all of that. Have you seen Game of Thrones? Do you have any interest in it, Jenny?
I don't even know what it's about, to be honest. Like, okay. I envision it being like a Dungeons and Dragons-y type show.
Okay, well, it is, but also there's murder and sex, which, obviously clearly fits into our theme.
Right.
But it's like medieval murder and medieval sex.
Medieval sex, really?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
And okay, so it's made by HBO. So they sort of have the same policy on butts and boobs as Showtime. So you're going to see lots of butts and boobs, and it's sort of like it's very twisted. So you're going to have to, it's one of those shows that like you need to give it your full attention because you will miss something.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, and it does. You're right. You're right, Lori. I won't tell her that just in case she wants to watch it with us. Yes, Gail. Yeah, I won't tell her that part, but it is in the very first season, the very first episode of the very first season. So I suppose it wouldn't be spoiling all of that much, but just in case that wasn't her favoriteest part of this last season, I won't tell her just in case she's considering it.
What are you talking about?
I can't tell you. Just in case you consider watching Game of Thrones. Just in case. I mean, it's not really a spoiler because, like I said, it does happen in like the first 20-ish minutes of the first season. But all right, I'll tell you, it's got incest too. It has brother and sister love in that one too.
Well, Lord have mercy.
We have a theme, Jenny. We like murder.
No.
We like murder and sex.
The team.
And oh my God, Dexter and Deb were sort of brother and sister.
Yeah, but they never had sex.
Okay, but she wanted to.
Well, kind of, yeah, but they weren't legit brother and sister. They could have had children and children been not Frank. Okay,
but still, like, the point stands. We have a theme.
Oh, God.
Oh, and it's, yeah, Game of Thrones does have everything. Yes. Okay, so let me read some of the things that they're saying in chat about it. The first season has Jason Momoa, worth watching.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. They're saying incest, brother and sister love. Oh, it has castration. Game of Thrones has everything, Elizabeth says. Let's see. Maritza says, I love Game of Thrones. Elizabeth says, dragons, prostitutes, evil ice king. So many storylines. Yep. It has it all. That's right.
How many seasons is there?
It's got 8 seasons.
And how many episodes per season?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we'd have to do Showtime. Or no, HBO Max or something like that. But I believe it's 10 episodes per season, but these aren't they're like the Dexter type ones. Yep, and Badass Women. That's right. Yep. Vikings is another good one. Okay. They're excited about Game of Thrones. Don't let them down. We'll do the Good Girls because we're already doing that. But don't let them down. They're hyped about this. You can't let them down. Okay. About 10 episodes. About 10 episodes, yeah. And then the other thing that it's like Dexter, where the episodes aren't going to be like sort of to TV, because they aired on TV, but they're not going to be like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
45 minutes, 43 minutes. They're going to be like, some of the episodes are going to be like 50 minutes. Some of them are going to be 51. Some of them are going to be 48. It's sort of varying the way that Dexter was.
Right.
Yep. And we hate the way it ended. That's also true. Very much hate that. And did you ever watch The Walking Dead? You did, right? But you're not caught up.
Yeah, I quit watching after Glenn died.
Okay, then I really don't see a point for you not to watch Game of Thrones. So, sorry about your luck. You're going to have to watch Game of Thrones with us. It doesn't have to be soon. It can be like, April or something, maybe May or June or something, but you will watch it with us and you will enjoy it.
Okay, one condition.
Okay.
One condition.
What's the condition?
You have to watch Friends.
I'm not doing that.
For the guys in the chat section, Abigail has never watched the TV series classic Friends.
But that's like not fair, because my show has 8 seasons and 10 episodes per season, and at about an hour a piece, we're looking at 80 hours invested, whereas Friends has like 5,000 years of shows to watch and catch up on.
But I never said you had to get it done in a month. Okay,
well, then I'm going to watch one season a year.
No. You'll be like Annalise's age by the time you're done.
And then I'll die, and it won't have been worth it. I will give Friends another shot. I'll tell you that. I will do that. I will watch it.
You have to watch more than one episode. I mean, you literally have to watch. I just don't see how you can live your life and not love and be friends.
No thanks. So,
what do the people in the chat section think? Because
I'm not going to say anything because they're on your side, and that's really not fair. I'm feeling really unbalanced here. Let's see. 6 Feet Under is great. Marissa says yes. Friends is great. Sandra says she hasn't watched Friends either. Sorry, Jenny. Gail says Joey. Hi, Nicole. American Horror Story is only good for like the first 6 seasons. She says Friends is great. Malcolm in the Middle. She said Marissa says my favorite sitcoms are Seinfeld and The Office. I didn't really dig Seinfeld, but I can tell you that I loved The Office, and I hear that there's 2 types of people: those who like The Office and those who like Friends. So I am definitely The Office type of person.
Well, now that's not fair, because most people that I know that like Friends also like The Office.
Okay, well, they're wrong. Just because they like Friends. I'm willing to give it. I'll tell you. I'm willing to give it. I'm willing to give it 1 season, but I'm not going to give you a deadline as to when I'm going to get that season done by.
Okay, can we watch it like together? The first several episodes together, like on Zoom or FaceTime or something?
Fine, but I'm not giving it. Okay, I will give it. Okay, I'll try to give it the first season, but I'm not, if I don't like it, I'm not going to force myself. I'll watch like a couple episodes, like maybe like, does 10 episodes seem fair to you if I give it 10?
I don't really know. I have to go back and look and see because, the first episode was like their tester, or the first season was like their tester season. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't even get through the first episode of the first season. I hated it. So the fact that I'm willing to give it the first episode a full fair shot, look at how compromising I am. I'm such a giving person. Look at what I've done.
I get it.
You know what?
Okay.
This is not fair. I'm exposing you to a good show, and you're trying to get me to watch
exposing you to an excellent show, and there's not even any death in it.
Bull. But, well, there's not death and I don't want it.
Well, I mean, there might be somebody that randomly die. I mean, people die in the show, but it's not like people are being murdered left
Okay,
and
all
right.
right. Here's what I'll do. I will, okay, so I know you watch Miss Coffee's Live. I can't always be there, but I know you watch Miss Coffee's Live. Excuse me, sorry. I know you watch Miss Coffee's Live, so how about we watch 1 to 2 episodes on Friday?
Okay.
1 to 2 episodes per week on Friday before Miss Coffee's Live, so you can go to that. And this way it's together and I don't feel as forced because you're also doing it. And also this way it's like a Murderous Monday type thing. Like we won't be going live for it, but
Right.
we'll be able to sort of, thank you. Marissa says, bless you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Glee is good. Parks and Rec, I haven't seen it. My Name is Earl was good. Yep. The chemicals are hitting me. My nose is running. But this way it's something to look forward to rather than a chore. You know what I mean? Because that's exactly what it is to me. Is watching Friends is going to be like murder to me. But
Well,
not like murder.
At first, maybe. But then when you...
I'm willing to try. I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm doing a service to the community by trying.
Thank you.
So I will try. And maybe we can get Ureli in on it too. Maybe she'll watch a couple episodes with us. And anyone who wants to watch it, we can we can do a Friends segment on Murderous Monday where we all recap the one episode that I'm willing to watch per week.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The one singular episode. Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. I'm back on the Friends train. Elizabeth says there is death in Friends. Nana dies or Nana dies or whoever.
Yeah, she does.
Is it a good death? Is it like gory? Is it a sad death? Like, because I'm not here for the sadness. I just want to know.
Well,
is it a good death? Or is it a sad death?
Anything.
Well,
wait a minute. Elizabeth, are you talking about Phoebe's Nana or somebody else's?
Elizabeth's like, who are we kidding? She's not going to watch it. Because people are like, spoiler alert. Oh my God. Look, we'll be lucky if I get through the first 4 episodes, okay? Nothing will motivate her. That's not true. I'm willing to participate, but I think this really has to be a group exercise. This is group therapy, and the therapy is you guys are trying to reprogram my brain to like Friends. Therefore, you all have to watch it with me.
So, Elizabeth, are you talking about Phoebe's or are you talking about Monica and Ross's?
Oh my God, that many Nanas die? That sucks.
Well, I can't remember.
They're talking about smelly cats.
Huh?
They're talking about smelly cats and turkey on the head.
Oh my God.
I would be willing to try, everyone. I will give it a try. Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Okay, I don't understand these references, but
Smelly cat, it's not your fault.
Okay, all right. I'll do 1 to 2 episodes every Friday, and you all are forced to watch it with me. We can watch it either at the same time. Oh, we can do rave calls where we all watch 1 episode on Friday, and we can chat as we go.
No, that would be too distracting for you, and then you would end up just chatting and not watching the show.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Abigail, is there any show you like that you can force Jenny to watch in return? She thinks that I would be forcing her to watch Game of Thrones, but really what she doesn't understand is it's actually a good show. Whereas Friends is garbage.
I was basically forced into watching How to Get Away with Murder, so...
I'm being forced into watching Good Girls.
Well,
I went into Dexter. I went into Dexter very willingly. That I will say. I went into Dexter willingly. Oh, I've got one. You will watch Hamilton with me.
Okay.
Hamilton is a 2-hour commitment. Game of Thrones is something that you'll enjoy, so I'm not even going to count that as anything. That's not even fair. You'll like it. You may not like the first episode, but you'll like it. No further comment. She's intrigued a little, so don't want to scare her away. Oh, Nip Tuck was great. Just a little hard to watch. Don't watch Nip Tuck. Okay, don't watch Nip Tuck. Okay. So you'll watch Hamilton with me. It's about a 2.5 hour maybe commitment, and Friends is like 7,000 years. So
Wow.
yeah. So I will watch one episode of Friends per week. This way,
1 to 2.
okay, but we're starting with one.
Okay. No, we need to start with 2 because we need to get you past that one first episode hump.
Fine. 2 episodes this Friday.
See, you're even getting it. Like, that's something that Ross says all the time. I'm fine. I'm fun.
Okay, but I say that. So I don't really want to watch somebody else say that, because then what happens if I get triggered into saying fine even more? What happens if I get like in a cycle of fine, you know?
That's fine.
Chantel says, I don't know. I love Friends. I have nothing bad to say about that show. It was my first show to watch. And also Sex and the City. Okay. So, see, I don't like Sex and the City at all. That's not true. I'm going to say something quite controversial because it doesn't make any sense in the context. But I don't like overly drama. But here's the thing. I love Desperate Housewives. I could watch me some Desperate Housewives for hours. So I don't necessarily know if it's that type of show that I don't like, or if it was just that one show.
Oh, you know what? Last night, I forgot to tell you. I was going to tell you about it.
Bye, Marissa.
On TLC, the new episode of Sister Wives came on.
Oh, I don't watch that.
I love Sister Wives.
I don't know. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. Like the TLC shows just don't do it for me. Like
I love TLC shows.
Yeah, I got invested in like Little People Big World. I like that.
I love that show too.
But after that, I don't know what part that I stopped watching at, but after and the Duggars made me angry. I couldn't watch them anymore.
Yeah, I don't watch the Duggars.
So I don't know. I feel like TLC is not my prefer. I don't know. I just I don't know.
I like me some TLC, but I'm a big 90 Day Fiance fan, and
I can't get into that. That's one that I can't get into. I've tried. I'll tell you, I did love at First Sight, and I loved The Circle. Those are both on Netflix only, so those were good. I do like. Okay, so I don't really like reality TV show unless it's like competition based, like not necessarily like reality, as in The Bachelor, but like, for example, Big Brother or Survivor. I like competition, like actual competition, not like competing for love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't like reality TV like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't like reality as in real life. I guess I like scripted reality, because I guess we'd be lying to ourselves if we thought like shows like Big Brother and The Challenge were 100% true.
Right.
But I like the competition-based reality. And I don't like really like sitcoms all that much. I don't really like anything. Can you tell?
Well, I don't know. I do know that if you end up not liking Friends, I'm going to be questioning our compatibility.
Well, then, you know, I don't really know what to tell you, I guess. I don't know. I will be willing to try it. I know that if somebody calls Ureli and tells her that I said I would be willing to try Friends, she'd probably like freak out.
Right?
How about Mindhunter? That would be perfect for murder. Ooh, okay. We should keep a list. So after this, okay, so live chat doesn't process right away. It processes, but it takes a while. So after this is processed, I'll write a list of all the shows, or if somebody else is keeping track, we can sort of, you know, compile a list of all the shows that have potential for Murderous Monday, and we can next, after we do our Good Girls, we can make a list and do another voting thing.
That sounds good.
I like shows that make you think. Yes, me too. I like that too, very much. So I think that's what we'll do. Somebody keep track, or I'll go back and keep track later of all the shows mentioned, and we'll sort of do a little poll thing. I need series on Tiger King. I don't think anyone's willing to watch that with me, and I would not be willing to watch it alone.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Like, I binge watched that like in a weekend. And that was, to me, just in my personal opinion, a weekend wasted. It was
okay, fair. But
it
you
was
also don't like stuff like that in general. Like, whereas I die for true crime and stuff like that. Like, I finished watching the Elise.
It's not even really true what I would consider true crime. I mean,
what is it? Just garbage?
they don't talk about the actual like death, and they don't talk about the investigations. It's basically nothing but
drama.
He said, she said. I mean, yeah, they talk about different arrests and stuff, but they don't actually like go into like investigation, like, let's cut this tiger's belly open and see if this man's in it, or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right. I like but I mean, okay, so the reason I think I thought it was true crime is because it's sort of in the same category on Netflix as the Ted Bundy murder tapes,
Yeah.
the Night Stalker. I finished Night Stalker on Thursday, I think, or Friday, I think, and then I watched Lisa Lamb, or Elise Lamb, or whatever it was called, the Cecil Hotel disappearance one. I finished watching that on, I think, Wednesday. And that was good. I did like that. But I like my true crime. I do like that. So I don't know. We'll try. I'll try. I'll give Tiger King an episode, and I'll give Friends a couple episodes.
Sounds good.
So let's sort of bring it back to How to Get Away with Murder real quick, because it is 1:07, and I know you have to get ready to go for your how about the Menendez brothers? It was the first several episodes. Which I don't know if I know about that one. I don't.
It's the brothers that killed their, was it mom and dad or just dad?
Is it on Netflix? Because I've heard of them, but I don't know if there's a show about it. I'm not aware of them as a show.
I can't remember exactly what happened. I know that they're brothers, but I can't remember if they killed just their dad or both their mom and dad.
Okay. Well, I will. I'll look into that one as well.
I'm interested in watching more of the. What's the little girl's name? John Benet.
Oh, John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, I want to watch that some more, because that was going. I mean, I remember that when it actually happened, but I don't. Like, I was too young to actually like, or not interested in like that kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
In true crime or whatever, but I remember my mom was like hardcore watching like news and staying up to date when all that was going on. But to her, it was kind of like me whenever I was watching the whole Casey Anthony thing.
Right.
But yeah, I would like to watch some more of that. But I don't want to pay $4.99 a month for Discovery Plus.
Yeah, yeah. No thanks. Do we have anything else to say about How to Get Away with Murder? Because I know you have to get off soon to do your son's
Virtual learning.
Yeah.
Right.
So does anybody have anything else they want to add to How to Get Away with Murder?
I'm good. All I have to say is I'm sorry that I hate that Frank dies, and
Yeah. That was sad. Not fun. Not the funnest thing ever. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Chantel lives in Colorado, and that happened here, the John Benet Ramsey thing. And see, I live in Florida, and that's where the Casey Anthony thing happened. And then I don't know if anybody really remembers the Adam Walsh thing, but that actually happened at the mall that my parents frequented, and that happened when they were about Adam Walsh's age. So that's, and then, you know, when you have something like that happen, and that shapes your life as a kid and as, you know, going into being a parent. So when I was growing up, anytime I would walk away from my mom, you know, it would be I don't think you understand. Adam Walsh was right there. It was an aisle away from his parents when he was taken. Horrible things were done to him. And then, of course, you know, that made me a more, like, you know, sort of freaked out about things as a kid. And then, you know, for good reason. But then it turned me into a parent who says similar things to their child. And then especially with the Casey Anthony thing, it made me more protective as a parent, because that happened right around the time that I was getting ready to have Austin. So, and both those cases happened in Florida, less than 2 hours from my house.
wow.
Chantel says, let's find Frank and tie him up and have our ways with him.
What did she say?
She said, let's find Frank and tie him up and have our ways with him.
Lord.
My drills are like getting stuck because of the wax. I'm using I overfilled my pens with wax on Saturday when I went live. And I have diamond painted since then. So I'm just getting stuck to everything. But
you guys were talking about like the local things going on. Does anybody, I don't think Abigail remembers this, but does anybody in the chat remember back in the 1990s when the case came about of Shanda Scherer?
No, I don't think I've heard of that one.
And there were some teenage girls that like tortured her and ended up killing her. The girls' names were like Melinda Lovelace and Toni Lawrence, Hope Rippey, and there was one more, I think. But anyway, if anybody remembers that was local to me. Like, they lived right here where I live, and I was the same age as them. Like when it happened, I think I was a couple years older than them. And, or at least Shanda, because some of the girls were actually older than her. But yeah, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible story.
That's sad. It was
just awful.
That's really, really sad. So just to recap, I threw it up in the chat. Gail says, yes, she remembers that. And then just for a recap, we will meet back here on March 1st we will meet back on Jenni's channel. So we're going to take a 2-week break. We're not going to go live for 2 weeks, but we will be starting to watch it at some point during that time and meet back on March 1st for the first recap of
Good Girls Season 1.
And then Chantel, I'm 27. I threw both those things up in the chat, but just in case you guys are working and lurking and not paying attention to the chat. I get it. I do it too. So that is does anyone have anything else they want to add to it? I think I might take a nap before I have to go get my child since I worked so hard today. I deserve a nappy.
Nappy. That's what happened to me today. I actually got up. I went to bed. I don't remember what time it was. It was like, I don't even know. And then Dale got up for work, and I had been laying down in the bed for a little bit when he got up. So then after he got up, it's been snowing here this morning pretty hard. And so I was nervous about him getting to work okay. So then after I got up and waited for him to get to work, and then he messaged me. So, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. And then finally, about 10 o'clock, I conked out and then overslept for Murderous Monday. Abigail calls me, and then she texts me, and she's like, "Get up!" And I was like, "Oh my God, crap, poop. I'll be there in a minute."
It worked out really well, though, because I was running a tiny bit late, too. I finished everything I had to do, but I was still sort of getting my nails together.
Well, as you can tell, I have no nails today, so
that's your next
thing.
Yeah, that's your next thing to do. I wanted to I wanted to bleach the bathroom before I bothered putting nails on, because I knew that if I did that, they would get wrecked. So I didn't. Let's see. Okay, sounds good. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, nap sounds great. Nap time. Jenny has to get up and function. We can take a nap, though, everyone. Is that what we're doing? Are we doing friendly nap time? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I got to be up tonight for Maritza's live. So excited about that. So I will definitely have to nap before then. But in the meantime, one last shot to say anything you guys got to say about Murderous Monday. I loved it. Not Murderous Monday. How to Get Away with Murder. I loved it. It was a good show. I'm so glad that we ended up watching it together, because as some of you know, I did get to pretty far into, I think it was like the third season. I got at least 6 episodes into the third season before I sort of called it quits. And I don't even remember why, to be honest, but I'm glad that we revisited this show. It reignited my love for Shonda Rhimes writing and her shows and stuff. I did also start watching the most recent season of Grey's Anatomy, which I loved, and I really want to get back into Scandal. So I'm glad that we watched this show together. It's always nice to watch a good show with good friends.
Right.
So I think that we'll close it here, because the chat doesn't seem to have anything extra to say. So you have anything?
No, I'm good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if Robert's here or not. But ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hi, Melly. We're heading out now. That is it for our Murderous Monday, starring How to Get Away with Murder, with all of you. It was wonderful. It was fantastic. Gail says, great ride. Thank you both. No, thank you for joining us every single week like clockwork, and putting up with all of us when we get our late minutes in and we're a couple minutes late and all that. So thank you for that. And all the technical glitches that we experience because we are humans and all that. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been another fantastic series watch. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, so, I had a blast.
Yes, it was a good show choice. So we will be back here, same time, different place, in 2 weeks. We'll be on Jenny's channel to recap season 1 of Good Girls, which is on Netflix. So, we love you too, Melly. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. You get about a week off. It's not really 2 weeks off. It's 2 weeks off of live, but it's about a week off of show watching. I am going to go watch some true crime and fall asleep because that's how I soothe my soul is foul, awful things. And I am going to go take a nap. You're both looking good. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Chantel. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming. We appreciate you taking time out of your week to watch a show and then come hang out with us. It's crazy.
For sure.
It's always fun. It's always wonderful, but it really does mean a lot. I know I can speak for Jenni and myself both when we say that we have a really good crew here. We really do love you guys.
Yes.
It's wonderful to see the love and support. We're watching a TV show together, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's crazy to me personally that there are people that want to watch a TV show with us, you know? It's good. It's a good feeling. But I'm going to go take a nap. And Jenni's going to go function and be an adult.
Yeah, I'm going to do that and get Eli ready for some virtual learning.
Yeah, so he'll have fun with that. Jenni will have fun with that. Jolie will be up soon to make sure you guys are on top of it.
Yeah. Actually, I think she just got up, so.
Perfect timing. I'm going to go to bed.
Huh?
I said perfect timing. Jolie's up. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go
well,
take
you
my
guys
nap.
have a good day. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, Abigail.
Thanks for coming, and thanks for coming, Jenni, and thanks for being a part of Murderous Monday, Jenni, and all of our wonderful friends.
Oops.
All
Sorry,
right.
I stepped on bubble wrap.
It's fine. It happens. It's totally fine. At least you didn't step on a Lego, okay?
Oh, yeah, those are in his room. I threw all those in his bedroom.
Yep, that's right. Just get them out of my way.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for being a part of this every single Saturday or what Monday. I'm gonna go take a nap before it gets worse.
Oh, the bleach has burned her brain cells.
It has, in fact, burned my brain cells and my nose and my throat and my lungs. I'm gonna go sleep it off. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being a part of this. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.